Hello and welcome to Life of Lucy. So today we are going to go to nutritionfacts.org. I'm going to take you on a little field trip. So I'm going to share my screen. I am a huge fan of Dr. McGregor, and I learned so much from his website, nutritionfacts.org. And this video is on the benefits of moringa. Is it the most nutritious food? So we're going to watch this together.
Moringa has been called the miracle.
I always forget to share the sound. So let me share the sound and I will start it over.
Moringa has been called the miracle tree, but does it live up to the hype? Is it really more nutritious than other, more commonly available fruits and vegetables? I'll answer that question in this video. In the next video, we'll look at the effects specifically on blood sugars. Check out the research. Moringa is a plant commonly known as the miracle tree, due to its purported healing powers across a spectrum of diseases. If miracle isn't hyperbolic enough for you, on the internet it's also known as God's gift to man. Is moringa a miracle or just a mirage? The enthusiasm for the health benefits of moringa is in dire contrast with the scarcity of strong experimental and clinical evidence supporting the claims. Fortunately, the chasm is slowly being filled. There's been a surge in scientific publications on moringa. In the last 10 years, the number of articles is closer to 1,000. But what got my attention was the presence of glucosinolates, compounds that boost our liver's detoxifying enzymes. I thought they were only found in cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, broccoli, kale, collards, and cauliflower, but no. It turns out they're also found in the moringa family, with potency comparable to broccoli. That's exciting, but why not just eat broccoli rather than mail-ordering some exotic moringa powder? Is there anything special about moringa? It's been described as the most nutritious tree yet discovered. How much is that saying, though? I mean, who eats trees? Supposedly, moringa contains higher amounts of nutrients than most conventional sources, 10 times the vitamin A of carrots, 12 times the vitamin C of oranges, 17 times more calcium than milk, 15 times more potassium than bananas, 25 times more iron than spinach, and 9 times more protein than yogurt. First of all, even if all this were true, this is for 100 grams of dry moringa leaf. That's like 14 tablespoons, almost a whole cup of leaf powder. Researchers have had trouble getting people to even eat 20 grams, and so anything more would likely result in an excessively unpleasant taste due to the bitterness of the leaves. And secondly, the nutritional claims in these papers are quote-unquote adapted from Fugly, which evidently is just some lay publication. If you go to the USDA nutrient database, though, and enter a more doable dose, like the amount you might get in a smoothie, about 1 tablespoon for instance, a serving of moringa powder has as much vitamin A as a quarter of 1 baby carrot, and as much vitamin C as 1/100th of an orange. So an orange has as much vitamin C as 100 tablespoons of moringa. A serving of moringa powder only has the calcium of half a cup of milk, the potassium of not 15 bananas, but a quarter of 1 banana, the iron of a quarter cup of spinach, and the protein of a third of a container of yogurt. So yeah, it may be nutritious, but not off the charts, and certainly not what's commonly touted. So again, why not eat broccoli? It's got the A, C, calcium, potassium, iron, and protein of broccoli. Moringa does seem to have anti-cancer activity in a petri dish against cell lines of breast cancer, lung cancer, skin cancer, and fibrosarcoma, while tending to leave normal cells relatively alone, but there hasn't been any clinical studies. Well, what's the point in finding out that moringa enhances the sexual performance of stressed rats? What are you supposed to do with that? Studies like this one, though, started to make things a little interesting. Researchers were testing the effects of a tablespoon moringa leaf powder once a day for 3 months on antioxidant status, and saw a drop in oxidative stress, as one might expect from eating any healthy plant food. But they also saw a drop in fasting blood sugars from pre-diabetic levels over
That's
100
what
to
I'm
more
looking
normal
for.
levels. Now, that's interesting. I mean, should we start recommending a daily tablespoon of moringa powder to diabetics? Was it just a fluke? Moringa and blood sugar control, a review of the current evidence, next.
So we will look at the next video next time. But I do have some information. When I went to Hawaii, I came across these GreeNoodles. And yes, it's called Gree, G-R-E-E, not green. So I need to move this. Here we go. They were pretty good. And so that's the first I heard of this leaf. And I decided to try out the noodles. And they're really easy to make. And let's look at their video.
This is a story about the instant noodles sent from heaven, also known as green noodle. Our story starts with a lesser-known vegetable known as morohea. This vegetable is rich in iron, calcium, vitamin C, and beta-carotene, contains more than 32 vitamins and minerals, and has a potent antioxidant capability. When placed
Now, this is a different leaf. I'm just looking for different superfoods.
side by side with other traditional vegetables, morohea comes out on top in nearly every category. It has twice the dietary fiber and 5 times the calcium of spinach, and it even has 50% more beta-carotene than carrots, even though carrots are named after beta-carotene. Its discovery traces back to ancient Egypt, where it is rumored that Cleopatra used it as a secret to her beauty, and it was used to restore the health of a dying pharaoh. A Japanese man named Mr. Sho Oga saw this plant and was amazed at its health benefits. He began thinking about how to turn this plant into a healthy product that anyone, even children, could enjoy. It was difficult because morohea has a sticky texture similar to okra, which many people don't like, but he discovered that by kneading the morohea into noodles, the stickiness actually gave the noodles a pleasantly chewy texture, and thus green noodle was born. Green noodle combines the delicious taste of instant ramen noodles with the exceptional nutritional value of morohea. A single package gives you nearly 50% of the fiber needed by your body daily. It contains components of mucin, which help to protect the mucosa of digestive organs, preventing indigestion. Other instant ramen products fill their soup base with artificial products such as preservatives, MSG, and food coloring. The noodles are usually fried before drying them, which means there is oil in the noodles that can become oxidized, which is extremely bad for the body once ingested. Green noodles contain none of these, and in addition, they are air-dried instead of fried, which allows for a much higher retention of nutrients. Parents who struggle to get their kids to eat their vegetables can struggle no more. Green noodle is healthy, delicious, and only takes 3 easy minutes to cook. It can also be enjoyed in a refreshing noodle salad or as a warm, comforting meal with your favorite pasta sauce. The possibilities of your own creations are endless. It's the instant noodle sent from heaven. Click here to order it online.
So I have not found these at a local store, but I have not, to be honest, looked yet, except for like Safeway and Lucky's. I'm sure they might have it at Whole Foods or Sprouts. But I found when I ate the green noodles, my blood sugar didn't spike. But with regular noodles, because there's so many carbs in them, they absolutely do. So I am starting my 3-day water fast tomorrow, and I'm going to vlog daily. So I'm going to use this channel to help stay focused and see my progress. So I hope that others will join me on the journey, but I am going to walk this journey and welcome others along. But no matter how many people watch this, this is definitely going to be good for me. So thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.